Hey, and welcome back to Miss Kitty's Wild West Adventures. Today we're diving into the life of one of the most colorful characters of the Rockies, Captain Jack Elliott. And no, before you ask, she didn't sail the high seas with Johnny Depp, but her life is just as wild, mysterious, and full of tall tales as any pirate. So stay tuned, this is one you're not going to want to miss. Ellen Elliott was born in England on November 4th, 1842. In 1860, she made her way to America on board a ship called the James Foster. On board, she met Charles Jack, and sparks must have flown because they married soon after docking in New York. When Civil War broke out, Charles joined the Union Army and quickly rose to the rank of captain. But sadly, the couple was not without tragedy. Their first two daughters succumbed to scarlet fever. They had two other daughters, but one of them passed away, and in 1872, Charles followed soon after, leaving Ellen alone, heartbroken, and ready for a fresh start. And start over she did. She packed up her worldly belongings, left her one remaining daughter with some family, and traveled out west, eventually landing in Gunnison, Colorado, where she opened a boarding house and went by the name Captain Jack, in honor of her husband's final rank in the military and her own unique sense of style. With the money she made in the boarding house industry, she invested in a mine called the Black Queen Mine. But mining wasn't the only thing she was digging. It turns out she had a knack for telling tall tales. According to her autobiography entitled Fate of a Fairy, or 27 Years in the Far West, she survived gunfights, brawls, and even a tomahawk incident. Now, how much of that is true? Probably as much as you'd expect from someone who sold postcards with photos of themselves lost in the mountains or hunting mountain lions. By 1900, Captain Jack was running a boarding house in Cripple Creek and soon made her way to Colorado Springs, where she opened up a roadside attraction where people paid her money to view her collection of macaws and snakes and other wild animals. Imagine that, Captain Jack, the queen of tall tales, pioneering the tourism industry before it was cool. But her most bitter rival was Nora Ma Gaines, who ran a hotel and livery service. While Ma focused on business, Captain Jack leaned hard into her storytelling. By 1906, Captain Jack's business was failing, and she became a recluse, preferring the company of her cats, snakes, and birds to the company of people. Even then she schemed. She claimed to have found a cave that would rival Cave of the Winds, but never revealed its location. When floods destroyed her property in 1920, her adventuring days came to an end. She passed away a year later, leaving behind a legacy that is as colorful as a Colorado sunset. Sure, most of her stories are probably made up, but would we even remember her without them? Captain Jack reminds us of the power of storytelling and the human need to be remembered. Leave a comment down below and let me know, what do you want to be remembered for? We hope you enjoyed this episode of Miss Kitty's Wild West Adventures. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ding the bell for notifications. And in the meantime, I'll catch you on down the trail.